Hello everybody, it's Margaret and welcome to my channel Texas Gal Treasures. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to list jewelry. Today in particular, I'm going to focus on bracelets, and I'm going to walk through the different things to look for when you're writing your titles on eBay and Etsy or wherever else you might be listing your item so that it's found by the people who are trying to find the jewelry that you're selling. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Margaret. Let me flip my camera around for just a second. I'm a reselling homeschooling mom. Where's the camera? And yeah, I flip things on eBay and Etsy to help support my family. Let's flip it back around. It's awfully close. Okay. And yeah, if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you will know my technology situation right now is a bit harried. So I am on my phone, but I'm going to prop it up in just a second so that we can get a better look at everything. So I've got all these examples of bracelets out. I try to grab very different examples so that we can walk through what we need to put in our listings and or titles. So I'm going to bring you over here. I made like a little platform for the phone, and then I need to plug it back in. So then we will, hang on, you're not looking at anything. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, so there's that. Let me plug this in. Oh dear, I dropped you. Are you okay? Tell me you're all right. Sorry about that. I dropped you on your head. Okay. Again, apologies for the lack of more advanced technology today. This is just the way it has to be until my new computer comes in. Ouch, sorry. Okay, so let's dive straight in. I have created some little sticky notes to help guide us on what to look for and what to narrow down whenever we are listing our jewelry. One thing that I just want to say off the top before I forget is that as I've been cross-posting some things to Mercari from my eBay shop, I have realized that I put the word bracelet almost towards the end of the title, which is a problem. And I realize it because on Mercari and Poshmark, whenever you create the title, there's not as many characters. And so when it copies it over, bracelet's not even one of the options, like not even in the title. So try to make sure that you get whatever the item is within like the first 3 words. So I had to go back and fix that because, yeah. Okay, so let's get started. So again, I have all these different ones here, and let's just start. How do we want to start? Okay, let's start with this one. So one of the things people might be looking for when they're searching for jewelry is the material that it's made of. So in your title, try to make sure that you get what it's made of. So here, these are glass beads. This one is considered a charm bracelet. It's a Pandora style charm bracelet. I'd have to look and see if it's actually Pandora. But these are the Pandora style charms, like bead style charms. Okay, so that's material on that one. Then this one is tiger's eye. So making sure you know that it's tiger's eye. And I am working on a video about identifying gemstones. So again, I'm waiting for my computer so I can edit it. This one, material, I would say is abalone, onyx, and then silver tone metal. Unless it's marked 925, I would just put silver tone metal. So there's that one. So again, we're just focusing on material. We'll come back and we'll talk about, you know, like this one is like some sort of red agate, red/jade, something I would have to look at more, but it's definitely a gemstone. I can tell because it's cold to the touch, super duper hard. So there's that. On this one, I would say the material is silver tone metal. And I think you guys get the idea on that one. Material on that one, leather. So let's see. Okay, I'm looking. This one, you know, material being plastic. I think, again, you're getting the point. But just making sure that you get like what it's made of, the material. So here we've got probably howlite and then silver tone metal, etc. Okay, so that's one. So material. The next thing is that people might let's see, what was I thinking of when I was writing type? Oh, okay, I know. The type of bracelet it is. So knowing that, you know, even if you just put bracelet, some people are looking for this style. This is a bangle. So they want to know that it's a bangle bracelet, right? Or this style, which is a cuff. So it's a bangle, but it doesn't close all the way around. So I want a cuff bracelet, right? So this is a cuff. Or I want like a strap, a leather strap style bracelet. That's what that would be. Let's see, type on this one again, bangle. This one is a charm bracelet. Tell me if I'm going too fast too, but I have a few here. I don't want to take too long. Then this, I have a couple here that are panel. So like this is a panel style bracelet. I would also call this a link bracelet if it's got links between it. So this has got like little panels. Same thing with this one. I would call this a panel bracelet too, because it's got little panels or pictures separating. And there may be other words that would describe this. You guys can holler out in the chat too, because I am live. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. So this is another one that I would say is like a panel style bracelet. This one I might even call like a medallion. I might throw that in because they kind of look like medallions. Type. Okay, what else have I got here as far as type? This one, as far as type, I would also call this is a mesh. It's chain, yeah, but it's also a mesh style, even though it's, you know, I don't know, it's a mesh, I say. So I say, type again on this one, this would be like a beaded and stretch type bracelet. Stretch, there we go. Let's see what else I've got here. And this is another that I think I talked about with this one maybe. This one is a clamper. So that's one that's got like a hinge in it that would clamper open and closed. This is something I remember learning this when I was first starting too. So clamper, like Pac-Man is I would still probably call it a bangle too, because it's a hard, it holds its shape. You know, anything like that for me, like it's hard that holds its shape, bangle. But this is like a clamper style bangle. And you can disagree with me, but that's what anyway. Okay, then this one is a tennis style bracelet. So hinged, yeah, that's a good, so the clamper style, you could also say hinged bracelet. So hinged, clamper, bracelet, because I guess it depends, like somebody might be putting clamper, they might be putting hinged. So definitely. Let's see if I'm looking around everything I've got over here to see if I'm missing anything. This is another one. This is a link style, a much larger link style. And again, I would say this has got the panels as well. Like here, this one is a chain type link bracelet that I might not say is a, would you say that's a panel? I don't know. Okay, so those are different types. And there's more than that too. That's a beaded one. Oh, you never heard the word clamper except for me. Okay, we'll have to do a little digging on that then and see if anybody's putting clamper in their titles. All right, so that's type. All right, thank you for the thumbs up. The next thing, okay, so we did material. Okay, so the next is the stone. If there is a stone, knowing the type of stone, the cut of the stone. Oh, Cindy says, I use clamper all the time. Okay, good. I was like, is it just me? So this one, knowing the type of stone it is, you know, it would be tiger's eye. And then the cut of the stone, oh my gosh. So this is one I would have to look up as far as, and there's no shame in having to look it up. Nobody can memorize everything, right? So the cut of this stone, you know, one, it's polished. So it's not faceted. I know that, because the faceted would be like it's got little cuts in it. So it's smooth, polished, tiger's eye, and then I would have to look, you know, to see what the actual cut somebody might know. And then this one, even though these are plastic, these would be considered like a cabochon, because that's like a stone that's smooth with no facets or cuts into it, right? Hello. Then these, the stone is, oh my gosh, what is this one? I don't know that these are turquoise. What is this one with it where they're more rusty colored? Maybe they are. But these ones would be beaded. I mean, they're oval, bead shaped. And then sometimes you'll find some, or you could say they're like tumbled, but tumbled would be, they wouldn't have quite so much of a good shape. You know what I mean? And then sometimes you'll get them, I don't grab one, it's like a rough cut, where it's just like, looks like a chunk of it, right? Just a chunk of it. What's another one? Stone type cut. So like this one, the type is probably howlite. And then the cut, it looks like a scarab. Scarab cut. That's the technical term, right? And then here, like this one has got little stones in it, but these little crystals are faceted. So you could say they're faceted crystals in there. And at any time, if there's a word that you're like, I would say that, throw it out there. Okay, so that's stone. Like, and this one would be smooth, polished, you know. Okay. Next is size. So some people, you know, if they're looking for a mesh style chain bracelet, chain link style bracelet, they might want something that's half the size of this. So saying that it's wide, you know, wide or narrow would be something. Hang on, I saw a question come through about the turquoise. Hang on. Could it be Chinese turquoise? I learned today that it has more green and brown. Yeah, it's a possibility. I hesitate on naming it for sure unless I absolutely know what it is, because some people are really, really particular. But there are great sites that can show you like side-to-side pictures. And I have to do that. There's only a couple that I can recognize offhand as far as turquoise. And again, no shame in that. Oh, thank you so much for that super chat, Chris. $5 super chat. I appreciate that. So, yeah, there are definitely sites that you can go to see side-by-side comparisons of images of the different kinds of turquoise. Okay, so there's the size on that one. You know, again, like this would be considered a wide cuff. This one would be like a small, you might even say delicate or dainty beaded bracelet as opposed to this, which is a wide beaded bracelet, because delicate is a word that I see a lot of people looking for. Delicate jewelry is really popular. Okay, so is there anything else as far as size that I wanted to touch on? I'm looking at my different ones here, like thin. Okay, you get it. The next thing is style, and this is one that I know some of our friends struggle with, and you know, it's normal. As far as what do you say the style of this is? You know, I would say this is a Native American style, whether it is, and I know you have to be careful, you can't assign tribe unless it's signed and all that. So is the bracelet plastic or crystal? It depends on which one you're talking about. This one, those are crystals on those. I think those might be glass. Okay, so, and then this is the bird, I think is the Thunderbird. But a good way, yeah, like saying tribal, a good way is also like saying, I looked up, say you're gonna Google it, Google beaded Native American bird bracelet, and then what you would see is other bracelets like yours, and then you can see what other people have put in their listing or their title that you can help, you know, kind of harvest some keywords. Southwest style, yeah. So Cindy says, I would use Southwest style Thunderbird seed bead bracelet. Yes, definitely. So because saying Native American, a lot of times the websites or eBay, etc., if you're going to say Native American, they want you to be able to prove it and attribute the style, you know, the tribe. Okay, that's right. Okay, so style on that one. Okay, so this one, so if we were looking at this one to say what's the style on this one, well, one, vintage. Two, I would say medallion style. Let's see. I think it's opulent, but I mean, and then the, you know, colorful. This one is a kind of a toughie as far as like what era it would be from, because it's clearly a throwback to something. But yeah, what do you say? Is it no? Okay, and then, so I'll leave this one up here while we're talking about it. So like style on this one is cloisonne. what about, oh yeah, yeah. As far as the periods, you know, that's on this one, it's kind of tricky because I'm not sure that I would say it's Victorian for sure. Edwardian, not really, but maybe it's sort of like a throwing back to that, kind of like with the Egyptian revival, right? So it's got a lot of like features that would be like Egyptian, but it's clearly not like Egyptian revival. So, okay, so yeah, knowing different time periods can be helpful as well. So, okay, I'm looking at the chat, sorry, y'all. Okay, so then like style on this one would be floral. Some people even look for like romantic, you know, you could check and see as far as that goes, romantic jewelry. The style on this one, this is called Damascene. This is a specific kind of Damascene. There's two that I know of. This one is Toledo Damascene, and then there's another, just Damascene. Is Victorian revival a thing? Probably. I think anything revival. I mean, because then you can get the keyword in there, and then by saying revival, you're letting the buyer know, like, I get that it's not actually from the Victorian period. So, okay, so that's Damascene style. As far as this one is kind of like a buckle style, vintage plastic buckle style, clamper, hinged bracelet. Okay, so we've got style down. I'm looking at some of my other ones here. This one, the style is inlaid. So we've got inlaid, we've got panels, we've got, what else would you call that? I mean, you could kind of lean southwest on this one with the onyx and the mother of pearl, or the abalone rather, kind of. Okay, then the next thing you want to look at is the closure. And yes, trying to get all of this into the title. Japanese Damascene is called Niello. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Yeah, and I personally like the Japanese Damascene better than the Toledo Damascene. I think it's daintier and more feminine looking, just personally, but that's, everybody's got their own taste. Oh, and then this one, as far as style goes, let me put style back up here. This one is, it's a panel style bracelet, but it's a souvenir type bracelet. So because it's got all these different cities, you know, I would say it's a souvenir, even though it's not from one place. Travel bracelet, souvenir style bracelet, I don't know. So bucket list bracelet, Taj Mahal, Paris, New York. What's that one? Is that the Great Wall? I can't tell. I think so. Anyway, yeah. Can you put, yeah, this one, and this one kind of looks like button too. Like it could be like a coin style. You could also say it looks, they almost look like buttons, button style. So now this probably won't all fit in the title, but you could definitely put it into the description on that. Okay, I feel like I'm forgetting something here. Oh, this is one, it's technically an anklet, but that's another one, you know. Anklet, boho, belly dancer, bells, I mean, all the shebangs on that one. Okay, so that's style. Okay, closure is the next biggie. And I tried to get as many of the different closures as I could, but I don't have a magnetic closure handy. That's one that would be a magnetic closure. Let's see, souvenir, yeah. So this one, no closure needed because it's a cuff bracelet. And again, no closure needed on that because it's a bangle. The closure, so I would consider clamper as like the closure on that. So this one, I guess I got more than this one. When you've got like the rings and the bar, then you would put it's a toggle clasp or a toggle closure. Oh wait, hang on, I'm missing a question there. Marianne says, if you have something you don't know the style, how do you look that up? Well, I would type in like, I would try to type in as much information about it as I can just by looking at it, and then see if I see that somebody else has it listed, and then look and see what they're calling it. Then if I'm still stuck, then I would go to the group and say, hey, I have a group, Texas Gals Jewelry Lovers. Go to the group and say, hey, I looked it up, I Googled it, I searched, you know, I found a couple other ones, but nobody really said what the style was. Oh yeah, image search is another good way. I can't do it on my phone. Google Lens is a great way to look something up, but because I'm on my phone now, I can't do it and show it to you. I used Google Lens in my last unboxing, my last jewelry unboxing, if you want to see, with a coin thing. Let's see. Hang on. I want to put more. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Google Lens is great. I'll have to do a separate little video showing you guys Google Lens. But again, my computers and printers and sewing machine, every technology, we're lucky that my phone's working. I was going to say. Okay, so that's what I would do. And when I first started, I mean, that's what I did. I mean, I don't copy verbatim what people say, but I go and I look and I see, what did they call it? And then if I see a word that I don't know what it is, then I Google that word just to make sure that it applies to what I've got. Okay, so closure. So again, this one's a toggle clasp. It's got the rings and then the little bar that slides through. This one, I call it a fold over closure. Is there a better name for that? That's what I call it though. Fold over clasp. Man, I thought I had more of the closures, but I guess I don't. What's this one? So this one is a hook and eye. So it's got a hook and you're poking it through the hole. That's a hook and eye. What is this one? That's the fold over style again. This one is a spring ring because it's got a spring inside the ring. Let's see. You think fold over is correct? Okay, good. This is a stretch style, so that's what I would put for that one, stretch. Let's see. This one is a lobster clasp. So I'd put lobster clasp. Some people they like particular ones, you know. And then this one is a box closure. Now, on some of them, this one is possibly considered, would you consider this a hidden box or hidden closure? Because you can have box closures, like say on the back of a pearl necklace, where it does not include another pearl. So that would be like a hidden closure. But this one where it's got like a little box that the thing slides into, so that's a box closure. And I might, you know, this one technically hidden closure as well. So there's that. What else have we got? Let me see on this one. What kind of closure do we have? Is there one? I can't find the clasp on this thing. Oh, here it is. Oh, this one says Pandora on it. So this one, ooh, what do we call this kind of closure? This is the one where it like gobbles it up. In my brain, that's what I think. So it opens up, you put it inside, and then it chomps down on it. I don't know the name of this one off the top of my head, actually. What do you call that? I don't know. Okay. But that's what Google's for. And then this one, clearly, this is a snap closure. And then I grabbed a watch because I needed a, hang on, Pandora closures. There we go. Okay. And then like a buckle. So I think those are all the ones I had, different ones. What's this one? That's another like lobster style. Yep. Okay. So then, and then this is probably the one I should have started with because it's the easiest. Don't forget to put what color it is. So brown, you know, red, orange. Yeah. A gobble closure. There we go. Gobble, gobble. So yeah, I mean, and just making sure you get the color in there. I was actually surprised at myself when I was cross-posting the fact that I had the word of what it was so far into my listing. It kind of made me wake up and go back and reevaluate some of my listings, because if bracelet is the 8th word in the title, I might have a little bit of trouble happening there. So try to get what it is earlier in like third or fourth, earlier in the listing title. Pardon me. Can you guys think, especially I know Cindy's in there, what else? Let's go through these real fast again because color's pretty obvious. I should have started with that one. You know, letting them know what colors you've got. So we've talked about color. Make sure you get the closure, the style if you know it. If not, you can get help with that. Ah, barrel closure. Yeah. And then the barrels too are like the little twisty, screwy ones, right, too. But that would work for this, I think, too, barrel closure. Size. Brand, thank you. Yes, so if there's a brand, like this one, there is a brand, Pandora. Some of them don't have the brand, and that's okay. Unbranded jewelry will still sell. Bracelets like this, a lot of times the brand will either be on the toggle part, or like this one's got a hang tag. Where are you, hang tag? There you are. A little hang tag with something I can't see right now. Okay, thank you. Yeah, brand is another one. I didn't think of that. Stone, type, material, etc., etc. Now on this one, I would probably also put religious or Christian, because there's like a mom and a baby, so there's a little bit of extra you can throw in for this one on that. And if it's silver, you can put silver in there as well. And whatever the maker, there's some kind of maker on the back. I can't read it. I can't read it. Okay, here's a doozy for you. Ready? I'm going to give you a pop quiz. Pop quiz time. Here's a bracelet. I saved this one for you. If you were going to use all of the things that we talked about, what would you title this? The type, material. I'm going to leave stone out because we don't have a stone on this one. The size, the style, oh boy, closure, and what do we have over here? The color. Okay, that's the easy one. Color. And I'm going to show you the whole thing, including the tag. So there's the tag. Auto 28 is on the tag. You can't feel it though. This is just like this is not leather. So it's just string. So we would say brutalist. Yeah, that would be a good title. Like, what type would this be? Brutalist, maybe modern. We've got material. We've got metal, slide, silver, gray. The clasp style is a toggle clasp. Rope and silver tone bracelet buckle. Yeah, this one actually, because it looks like it's going to be a buckle. It kind of looks like a buckle, but technically it's a toggle that puts through. But I guess buckle would be kind of good. You could try that. Yeah, or slip. Oh, okay, yeah. So fun, right? Okay. So good job on the pop quiz class. All right. And then, like, here's another one. I was going to do this one, but I just didn't, because I was like, well, let's just leave it. So this one is a probably gold filled, and I always forget the name of this style. I mean, it's a stretch, but this actually has a name, this style of bracelet. And I'm sure one of y'all is going to, ooh, multi-strand. That's a good one. So where'd it go? I lost it. Here we go. Multi-strand, definitely, yeah. Accordion, there we go. So, and then this has got, I'm guessing this is probably Edwardian, just by the style of it. Expansion, okay. Probably Edwardian era on this one. But again, I'd have to do a little more digging. You know, heart, romantic, engraved. That's a whole other area we didn't talk about. Engraved, embossed, intaglio. Oh my gosh. The list goes on and on. There's so much to learn, right? Looks like a children's bracelet. Isn't it sweet though? That would really, it would pinch, wouldn't it? Isn't it sweet? Okay, so it does not open. That would be awesome though, wouldn't it? See, there's the back of it. Unless it pops out and I'm missing. Watch us find like a mystery, because it does look like the front has been pressed on. Like maybe there's some magic something that opens the back. I don't think so though. No, it's not budging. Okay, so yeah, I hope this video was helpful. I really, I've got, like I said, I've got a video I've recorded that I'll be talking about identifying different like gemstones. Okay, I'm looking. So stay tuned for that, because that's coming up as soon as I can get a computer that's working and I can edit. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, go down there. If you feel like I've left something out or forgot something, then leave me a comment when the video is over. And if you would like to see this style of video again, say with necklaces or rings or just another do-over with bracelets, then definitely. Oh, you know what? Let me talk to you about one more thing, because I know I was finishing up. When I talked about size, hang on. When I talked about size, I didn't talk about measurement. So when I'm measuring a bracelet like this, I'll make sure that I put the measurement. I'll get a picture of it like so, right? So that the person can see like the total width, but also the interior width, right? And then I'll make sure I get a measurement of the height, like how tall it is. And I do every now and then somebody will message me and say, can you tell me the inner not diameter. Let's see, diameter is that way. The inner radius, no, the radius is a ray. The inner circumference. There we go. The circumference of it. And they're going to want you to like measure the ends. I don't put that measurement in there. Do y'all? I don't usually put the circumference because what a pain. Unless you've got a fancy schmancy way of telling the circumference. I'm sure there's a mathematical equation for converting the diameter into the circumference, but I didn't get into this business to do geometry, gosh darn it. Okay. So I generally just put this in here. And if you want mathematical equations, well, you'll have to subscribe to my homeschool channel. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, sewing machine tape is much better for that, definitely. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to throw that last little tidbit in there as far as size and measurement when you're getting that in there. I don't know why people, I guess because they measure their wrist and then they want to see. I mean, you still got to put it over your hand, right? Okay, but that's what I do. That's what I do. Unless it's this, like a style like this, then I measure it flat. You know, I'll measure it out like that. So there's that. All right, I hope that you found this video helpful in some small way. And if you are interested in learning more about jewelry, then do subscribe and go over there and join Texas Gals Jewelry Lovers, because we help, you know, we help the weary jewelry treasure hunters determine what's in their hoard. Okay, thank you very much for being here, everybody. And again, thank you for that very generous super chat. I appreciate it. And I will see you on the next one. Crossing fingers, we get computers and editing programs soon so we can get back to regularly scheduled programming. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.